Just over here warming myself by the fire. Ah, feels good. Yes. Nice cozy little fire during the holidays. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday. We're going to do something fun on Friday. Something like that. Yay. All right. It is Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great week. We've been working on our videos all week long. I know there's cool stuff happening. I've been hearing it. I've been seeing some of it. And I'm super excited for next week to be able to watch those videos. Always fun, always good stuff. So hopefully time will go by fast. Well, maybe not too fast, but we can see those soon. I'm excited. It's been a good week. Been cold week. Thus we're over here warming up by the fire. But yeah, it's time. We're down to the wire next week. That's it, man. It is the run up to Christmas. It is the last home stretch to Christmas and the holiday. So we got to cram a bunch of stuff in. We got cool stuff coming up. But one of the most important things, it's the weekend. It's Friday. It's the weekend. We got to get through all our Christmas movies and Christmas shows and stuff like that. And one you have to watch. If you've watched it, great. You know you got to go watch it again. But if you haven't seen it, and I know there's a few of you out there that have not seen it, Scrooged. Yes, Scrooged. This is a great classic movie based on the Charles Dickens Christmas fairy tale thing. Just kidding. Christmas Carol, which is a great story about finding Christmas again and all that kind of cool stuff. But this is a fun take. This was directed by Richard Donner in 1988. Richard Donner is the director behind all the Lethal Weapon movies, Goonies, and the Superman movies, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, the original Superman movies from the 80s. Richard Donner did those. 1 and 2, I believe. The third one with Richard Pryor was someone else. But I think that was Richard Pryor in the third one. Lest I digress. Now, this Scrooged is a great movie. Lots of fun stuff. It's a really cool spin on a Christmas Carol show or the story. Typically, it's happening, you know, the events that happen in that story are happening in real time with someone. They don't know, they're not relating to the story itself. It's like this stuff is just happening like it's happening for the first time. However, this is like they're making a show in the movie. They're making a show about the story of Christmas Carol, and the things that happen in the story of Christmas Carol are happening in real life to this guy. It's really cool. They did it. They had a lot of fun with it. Lots of cool trivia about this. That actually. Bill Murray and Richard Donner apparently didn't get along. They crammed this movie down everybody's throat. They pushed really hard. They only took 1 day off during production. They shot it in the winter of 87, 88, and they shot over the holidays so they could get holiday shots and stuff like that. And they were scheduled by the studio to not take Christmas Day off. Yeah, they were supposed to work on Christmas Day. Everybody, the entire production was supposed to work on Christmas Day. From the studio executives, that was the deal. So Richard Donner, the Christmas Eve, fired everybody, apparently. And then the day after Christmas, hired everybody back. So I don't know how that totally doesn't get you in trouble, but how that worked out. Anyway, whatever. Hey, my fire stopped working. Weird. Don't you hate it when your fire stops working? The heat isn't going very well. Anyway, so this is a really cool movie. There's some really fun things that happen here. Now, Bill Murray is a very talented actor. Got to start not on SNL, but in the comedy scene. Then got on SNL, and then we know kind of the history from there. He's a very good comedic actor, and there's comedic acting where you're talking a lot, and then there's comedic acting where your action, the things, your body movements and things like this. There was an accident in the movie where he slips and falls, and they kept it in the film because it was perfect. So the slip and fall that you see, we'll see the clip here in a second, is 100% real, 100% unscripted. He was supposed to walk out the door cleanly, but he didn't. He slipped and fell, kept it together. You can watch the waiter kind of like looking around like, hey, are we supposed to do something about this? The star of the show just fell. but he kept it together and walked out. It's a great scene. It's really, really good physical comedy moment. Check it out right here while I fix the fire.
I'm sorry. You know, I thought you were Richard Pryor.
All right, I got my fire working again, and that was a great scene. Really, really good action comedy, physical comedy, where the actor was able to keep it together, knew that the film was going to keep rolling, knew he was okay, and it worked out awesome. They kept that bit in there. So lots of cool other stuff in here, funny little trivia things. You can go on IMDb, which Clayton and I talked about last week, or earlier in the week. And you can find out all kinds of cool trivia about this movie and many other movies. So check it out. It's Scrooged. You can get it at most streaming services. You can always pay a couple bucks, or $3 to $4 to watch it. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome, awesome, awesome. You're gonna love it. All right, now it is Friday, so we need to get on with the show. Starting with, let's go with Gabrielle. Something cool has happened this weekend in the neighborhood. I can just feel it.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Woo, the weekend. Busy, busy, busy. Lots of things going on. Let's see. Tomorrow is the 17th. Yes, because today's the 16th. I'm going to Sacramento. I'm going with my son and daughter-in-law and my grandson and his other grandma. And we're all going to go on the choo-choo train, seeing Santa with the lights and milk and cookies and all that kind of stuff in Sacramento. It's going to be fun. I got this big, bright red sweater to wear with snowflakes all over it. I hope it's not too thick and I overheat. That wouldn't be good. Well, then maybe Santa would have to help me and I could tell him what I want for Christmas. Well, there could be a good moment in this. But that's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to give you guys something to do on Sunday, if this is something you're into. I know there's one gentleman out there who's into this. He might not get to watch this and even see me talk about it because he either gets in late or doesn't sit down in time. Who am I talking about? Sergio. Yes, Sergio. Do you know this Sunday, the 18th, at the State Theater, they are going to broadcast live the soccer final, the World Cup soccer final, at 7 in the morning. You can get your tickets. You can call the box office and get your tickets. They're going to open the doors at 6 o'clock, and they're going to broadcast it on the big screen. I think that would be really cool. If it's something you're really into, and you got a few friends and some people together, and you got to get up really early in the morning and go see it, but it'd be on, like going seeing a movie, but you're seeing a World Cup soccer final. I think it would be really cool. I personally would enjoy it as well. I just don't know if I'm going to get up that early to get dressed to get to Modesto. I'll have to, let's see. I'll have to watch it on my own television and pretend it's a huge screen. But if there are any of you who are out there that really would like to do that, I think it's pretty cool to do. Good old State Theater. They're just putting stuff up all the time. Got to pay closer attention of what's going on there. But that's what you could do on Sunday if you're a football of the European kind. Soccer, as we all know it. That's happening on Sunday at the State Theater. Everybody have a great weekend.
Ho, ho, ho! Woo! Almost threw my card in the fire. Ooh, gotta keep it away from the fire, the kitchen fire. All right, so let's go back in the bearded past with Zach.
Hey everybody, how are we this fine Friday, December 16th? First thing I want to do is give a little shout out. Happy birthday to my brother Paul. He's younger, but he's a much bigger man than I am. Let me tell you, he's 6'4", 330. So you ever see us next to each other, you think he's the older brother. But With that being said, we're going to go back in the bearded past, and we are going to talk about movie releases. I know a lot of you are super excited today because Avatar, The Way of the Water, is coming out today. So for all of you guys who are excited to go see that, go enjoy. Tell me all about it. Let me know if it's good or not before I venture out and watch it myself. Another movie released on this day, La La Land. I'm always in La La Land, so that's the story of my life. But no, La La Land came out. Also, too, for the weirdos like myself who love Star Wars, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, was released in 2016. Those of us who know, it introduced the Death Star, and introduced the Rebellion, and it introduced the super killing powers of Darth Vader, and introduced Andor, and now we've got the Andor TV show coming out, or that's been out, sorry, it just finished its first 12 episodes. Great stuff. Personally, the best movie I think they made when they started remaking the movies, and the TV show Andor is probably one of the best TV shows I've seen. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked. They're looking pretty cool here. Personally, I never got, and this is just me, I never got into the movie Chipmunks. I like the old cartoon Chipmunks. Saturday Night Fever, also released on this day, 1977. Classic, right? John Travolta. I mean, that's pretty much where he got his start. Also, too, 1988, Rain Man was released. Dustin Hoffman, incredible in that movie. It's a really good movie. It is. It really is a good movie. And for its time in 1988, it was definitely very, very, very good. Mission Impossible, Ghost Patrol, The Squad, The Squid in the Well, released in 2005. And last but not least, F.R.E.D.I., Freddy, released in 2018. Looks like a robot E.T. bike riding picture I'm looking at here. But yeah, you know, gotta have that there. But no, you guys, there's some good movies that came out this day. This wouldn't have been a bad day to be, hanging out. Check out some of these movies if you haven't seen them. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Rain Man, or if you haven't seen, even Saturday Night Fever, give it a shot. Check it out, man. You guys have a good weekend. Bye now.
Ho, ho, ho. All right, very good. So it is Friday. We got Insta Live Insta Trivia coming up at 1 o'clock. It's the greatest game show somewhere on Instagram, and that is Insta Live Insta Trivia. We'll see you guys there at 1 o'clock. Otherwise, have a great Friday, everybody. Have a happy, safe weekend, last weekend before Christmas. So get your final Christmas shopping done. Get your cards out. Watch your shows. Have a great time. I'm going to throw my card and warm up by the fire. Oh, and almost threw it right in the fire. That would have been dangerous. See you guys.